Sometimes it feels like humanity doesn't die. It simply leaves the room, quietly closing the door behind it. No explosion, no final credits, no awareness of the moment. The celebration always ends the same way. Laughter grows louder than meaning, lights shine brighter than truth, and silence becomes unbearable. And somewhere in that silence, it's not angels or gods who cry. It's responsibility, the one we no longer want to carry. We've grown used to thinking of ourselves as special, each of us a center, each of us an exception. But from above, we are just movement in the crowd, drops convinced that they are the ocean. We love labels, numbers, ratings. It's easier that way. A name demands something, a number does not. And in that convenience, we traded depth for comfort, conscience for image, soul for a reflection in a showcase. We built a world where appearing matters more than being, where fantasy is sold for more than truth, where lies aren't hidden, they're just beautifully packaged. And every time we tell ourselves, it's not me, it's the system. But the system is us, assembled together, stripped of responsibility. This is not a curse, it's a reckoning. For ego games, for the cult of self, for the illusion that we can take endlessly without ever paying. The price always comes later, when the world we've built suddenly becomes unlivable. Look at the sky. It no longer feels distant. There is anxiety there, fire, a warning. Look at the water. It no longer soothes. It reminds you, if you forget measure, it does not distinguish guilty from innocent. We look to the future and see the end of time, because it's easier than admitting no one will save us from ourselves. And here, this is not a sentence, but a call. It's still not too late to understand that a human being is not a function, not a role, not a status, that a name matters more than a number. Choice matters more than convenience. Responsibility matters more than comfort. Because if we completely forget what it means to be human, there will be no one to blame when the curtain falls. This is not goodbye. It is the last remember. Remember who you were before you started selling yourself for approval. Remember why you were given freedom if you only use it to avoid thinking. Remember, because humanity doesn't vanish suddenly. It leaves when we stop asking questions. And if we are still able to read this, then there is still a chance.